This is Andi Purewal of Boxing News. I'm joined by trainer Ismael Salas here at Salas Boxing Academy in Las Vegas. Ismael, always a pleasure. I appreciate you letting me come down. How are you?
Yeah, I am fine. I just back from Japan. You know, the last Tuesday we have a fight there in Japan. Robeisy Ramirez, a two-time Olympic gold medal. He fought there in Japan and, you know, successful. He made his first title defense of WBO, 126 pounds.
Let's just start with that. Obviously, everybody tuned into the card. How happy were you with Robeisy's performance?
Yeah, I'm really very happy. Being a process since we start, you know, as you know, he came to us with one loss already. And then we start to review him up, bring the best of him. Last fight was a really very successful way, very high performance from Robeisy.
He's in a very exciting division, so some good fights to be made. You've got Luis Alberto Lopez, who's also with Top Rank, facing Joet Gonzalez. What are your plans moving forward? Do you want to try and make unification fights now?
Yeah, you know, everything at the time, you know, everything have a time. So my first target was in Japan with Shimizu. Now I give him a vacation. He needed it because we did a very tough training camp. And after that, whoever decide the company, you know, the Top Rank, because I'd like to be always a trainer. That someone bring to me the who is the opponent, and then we're working on it. But I never like to interfere in the dealing, in the promotion. And, you know, there are promoters, they have to do that. So whoever comes overweight, Robeisy we will stake.
I want to ask you about the main event out in Japan. Inoue stopping Stephen Fulton. Unbelievable performance. Did you watch him? And if so, what did you think?
Yes, of course. I watched him. Actually, it was the first time I watched him live. And really impressed me. He went up to division. So my big question was, sometime when the fighter go up in division and then they decrease the punch power. But in this time, he went up to division. He went to direct to challenge the IBF and WBO title, and he got. And Fulton is a great fighter. Nothing to take away from Fulton. Only Inoue was that night too good, too good, too good. He was much better than Fulton.
People are asking how many more weights can Inoue jump up until it starts to show that he can't compete. I've seen people mention maybe at one point Inoue versus Robeisy.
Yeah.
What would be your thoughts on one day Inoue, Robeisy Ramirez?
Okay, one thing is I expecting first I believe he have to make one defense of the boss title, and after that can happen in maybe next year if he decide to make a statement because he's a 4-division world champion. Actually, my boy Yoka Kazuto, he is the first Japanese in get the 4-division. Now Inoue is the second guy to get the 4-division, but he can. I seen like Inoue can go to try for the 5-division. So in that case, he had to, the easier way to get it is Robeisy, because belong to, you know, the taking promotion and top rank, they're going well, so it can happen.
Just moving away from that, Joe Joyce, how is Joe looking?
Yeah, Joe Joyce, he's been keeping working hard. He's very focused. You know, the feet, sometimes. And no one like to lose, okay? This I have to make clear. But sometimes the feet is knock your door and give to you a wake-up call. So Joe Joyce came. He always working hard, but now more focus. We have to go for the end of September, the fight. I believe we will go with everything.
What changes does Joe have to make and Joe have to show to beat Zhilei Zhang in a rematch?
Yeah, the change, I cannot tell you whole because it's a matter of what we have to do, the strategic we have to do. But we need to increase or improve, let's say, improve the defensive skill-wise. So that's why we are working on it. How we will do is, I don't need to tell anyone, but we try to do the better, how we can improve the defensive skill. They have three kinds of defense, with the feet, with the arm, with the body. So we're working on it that direction.
I know you can't say how, but with Joe Joyce's style, he's not somebody who's seen as very defensive, more fluid. He's a bit more kind of stand-up of a fighter. Is it difficult to try and teach him to be a bit more fluid defensively?
It's, you know, he had his own style. And everybody knows him since he started. He's been improving. But at the end of the day, we need to find out what is the best way to approach Zhilei Zhang. This is the main target. I believe in that fight, if we have the chance to stop his swelling, he take him up the 6th round. Because in that fight, okay, let's say Zhang start 1, 2, 3. But 4 start to, we start, but already was the 1, 2, 3, he got a swelling. So I believe the tactic from Zhang, it was to take early round, is what he did. So we need to make sure early round he not get hit that way, because if you see Joe in all his professional fight, he never been swelled the way he swelled with Zhang. So we need to take care of it.
One other thing just with Joe Joyce, going into the first fight, he came in very light. His weight wasn't as heavy as usual.
Right.
Do you want him to be heavier in the rematch?
Yes, you know, many people complain to Joe in the past he was too overweight, too big, that's why it's low. No, doesn't matter. For example, if you see Andy Ruiz, he's heavy, but he's faster. So it's personal things, you know. Joe came to that fight real low, and I never forget Larry White complained to him many times. He need to eat more, he need to eat better. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, things happen for a reason.
Moving away from Joe Brian Mendoza, is the Fundora rematch going to happen?
They are talking about the rematch. And I say to Fundora's camp, okay, we are ready to rematch. We are ready, anytime you like. But remember, you take rematch, it will be worse than first time.
Again, just moving forwards, what's the latest with Yordenis Ugas?
Okay, now we have from Yordenis Ugas, we've been dealing with the Thurman. We plan to fight with Thurman. For some reason, the PBC need to deal with the money about, those guys, they earn big money. So to build in a fight, you need to make the proper structure. Ugas was training, and then when we confirm he's supposed to fight on August 19, but after the Luis Cuba Jr. say, and then we had to move, I need to send him back to home because too long training camp is no good.
When are you hoping then to try and rearrange a fight date for Yordenis?
I believe will be after September.
Still Keith Thurman?
Hopefully, yes. I really, because I know one Ugas fight with a new rising star. Ugas in his stage now have to fight with those guys to make the better money he can make, and then he can retire happily.
Ismael, moving away from Yordenis, Erislandy Lara, what's the latest with Erislandy?
Yeah, the same thing happened with Erislandy Lara. He's supposed to fight with Danny Garcia, but we have everyone in camp. But right before I go to Japan, I have to send them back till they have a news about when. I believe both of them after Joe Joyce fight. And for me, it's good.
Ismael, just some fights coming up I want to get your thoughts on. We saw Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou announced. Yeah. People in boxing were not happy. They want to see Fury Usyk. What are your thoughts on Fury and Ngannou?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the reason, you know. Fury, I ever heard that Fury say that he can make more money. I don't think so. But anyway, maybe he can make a sense. He made more money with less risk.
Stick with the heavyweight division. Alexander Usyk fights Daniel Dubois in August. A lot of people are writing Daniel Dubois off. They do not give him a chance. What do you think happens? Does Daniel have a chance on beating Usyk?
Low percentage. Because Usyk is a really very skillful guy. We got Daniel, he got very good power, but he have hole in his defense. And Usyk is the best, he's a master. He's a master. To me, Usyk is a Lomachenko in the heavyweight, you know.
Again, stick with him. Joshua-Whyte too. That's in August 12th.
Oh, yeah.
Your thoughts on their rematch? What do you expect to see?
No, I think it's strategic from that song from Eddie Hearn to make Joshua should beat once more to Zhilei Zhang. Anything can happen. And what I believe they're doing, they're bringing back the confidence to Joshua. Because this thing is not because he's a chicken heart. No, all these things happen with every fighter after loss. They've been winning after the first loss, and then it's deep in their mind, you know. So need to work with him.
Spence Crawford this weekend, Ismael.
Wow.
50-50.
Yeah, I can give really just a little to Crawford. Will be a great fight. Hopefully, will be a great fight. Why I think it will be a great fight? Because Spence is the guy with always go to the fire. Crawford is the fighter who always is very flexible. He can adjust his style to any situation. So he can switch from southpaw to orthodox easier. And he can fix and make the proper correction. So that's why I can give a little more to Crawford. Anyway, I think this is a blessing for boxing to have this kind of fight because we can enjoy on Saturday. To me, the top boxer in this time, pound for pound. I believe whoever wins will be the pound for pound fighter.
Above Inoue?
Eh?
Above Inoue, pound for pound, above Inoue?
Yes, because it's a different. If you compare Crawford, Spencer, and Inoue with Fulton, I know the respect both, but I think it's a higher class.
And then just one more fight to get your thoughts on. Canelo versus Canelo-Charlo was announced. That's in September. Surprised people when Jamel was announced. Just your thoughts. Stepping up 2 weights, can he upset Canelo?
Yeah, you know, it's Canelo's way. But Jamel, I believe, can be, because the latest fight of Canelo, I can feel is start to slow down. And let's see what will happen. Supposed to win Canelo, but anything can happen.
Ismael, I just want to get your thoughts on Andy Cruz's debut as well. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched. I was so eager to see it because I saw Andy Cruz only, let me see, in the Olympics, in the final. He impressed me. In professional, he did good. He went to 10 rounds. That's good for the pro debut. But can see need to a lot of things to improve. But this is a pro debut anyway.
Ismael, I know that Jimmy's busy. You have to carry on now. Yes. So thank you as always.
No problem. Always welcome. Always.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.